My name is Tamjil Hamo, and I live in Kimpu, Laungju Khaka. I make my own tofu. I started making tofu in year 2001, and it was simply because I heard that the government had also tried to introduce making tofu because I think they wanted the women to be involved in it, and also because of the protein, women's health. But it didn't really take off so well. It is, I think, making it very tedious and things like that. It didn't take off. I heard about it, so I did a little bit of research. I took help from a cousin of mine who had a computer and he could get me information. So I normally try to buy as much as possible the local soybean, which is also very helpful for the local farmers. If they do grow, at least we don't have to buy from outside. Use the imported soybeans.
It's mostly from India that you know.
India.
So I do 1 kg at a time. So we soak it overnight. So you have to get the soybean into a soft texture. So you are removing the skin and you split it. You have to wash it thoroughly. Then you have to wet grind. I make a pot of it, grinding the soya and making it into milk. But then you have to separate the milk from the okra. Okra, they call that, whatever is left over, no? So separate the milk, and then we boil that milk. So I don't use any thermometer or anything. I see it boiling. I let it boil for it comes to boil also, I just leave it for a few minutes and then take off the heat. And then again, we once more sieve it because in case there's any leftover solid parts or anything like that.
How did you start making tofu?
I didn't know that I had to use something like vinegar, salt, or lemon. So I simply thought, I used that, but I thought I had to make it like dahi. So I was, trying to see whether I have to do it like yogurt. And then I used 2 tablespoons of Nigari. And just let it curdle. Just like how our paneer is, it just separates like that. And then I use a frame with a cloth over it. And then we just drain it. And then we kind of make the shape so that it sits nicely in that block. And then use a little weight to keep it pressed down so get a lot of the water out of it, and then we cut it. They have their own way of cutting it, no?
Right.
And every worker was done. So over the years, I've had so many people who also gave their ideas.
Yeah.
And also how to eat it.
Okay.
This is the person because of the sound.
Then again put it in a nice clean bowl of water, and then from there we pack it.
Inspired you to start making tofu?
For something to do to make, earn some money, especially since I'm living in this kind of an area. so that I can, I had cows also. Then I had the vegetable garden. So I thought again this, something to do for the housewife, backyard gardening, producing something from the home, no? And I have been also, a lot of my friends have advised me, why don't you buy like that? It's so hard like this, the way I'm making it, so tedious and things like that. But I got used to it, and I find it very meditative, I have to say. So when we are making tofu, we are doing is that we all three of us, it's nice to have three people when you're making tofu. So we just follow each other. We don't have to instruct also. We just, we know exactly what we are doing. So it's very meditative.
Yes.
And I quite enjoy that.
So you make tofu every day or there are days allotted?
Depends on the order. People order in bulk, and I have to tell them, remind them that you have to tell me a day ahead. Because some people may think that, I just make tofu like that and sell. We don't like to store too long.
So now big hotels buy from you?
Some hotels, not all hotels use is tofu is not that popular, but popular enough that we make a lot more than before. Others who come to buy the vegetables and all. So I had enough customers. Actually, I'm a nurse by profession. I did my training in UK. I worked till 1985. And after, I've got 5 children. So after the children came around, it's a lot of work, no? Nursing is a very dedicated job, So not easy. So I haven't worked since 1985. So